For those new to my channel, I started from humble beginnings. My immigrant parents made it very clear to my brother and I from a very young age that we would have to work really hard to get whatever we wanted in life. Whether it was a toy or it was a certain career, we had to hustle and grind from day one. So as soon as I could, I started to work every job under the sun to get experience and to work on my financial stability. I worked as a telemarketer, I worked as a waiter at a restaurant, I also worked as a manager at a boutique. I did everything just to have my financial independence. So I learned from a very young age how to save, how to manage my money, and I really had to learn the ropes all on my own. And as someone who loves fashion and who truly believes the way you dress really helps boost your confidence and really builds you up for success, I think it's so important to share the tips and tricks that I learned along the way, how to be more savvy, how to get the most out of your wardrobe when you're on a budget. And that's why I think this series is so important. I'm gonna be sharing with you my bro girl tips or poor girl tips on how to really maximize your wardrobe so you can get the most out of it and dress yourself for success. So the first item that I think everyone needs in their wardrobe and is really kind of one of the foundational blocks for any capsule wardrobe is a classic white button-down dress shirt. I truly believe that a classic white button-down is probably one of the most versatile pieces you will own in your wardrobe. You can wear it on its own, you can wear it with denim, with trousers, underneath a blazer, underneath a sweater. In the summertime, I also like using dress shirts as a cover-up over a swimsuit. There are 101 ways that you can wear a button-down, and I probably make a whole video styling dress shirts. So that's why I think it's such a staple, and you can get a white button-down dress shirt pretty affordably these days that are made out of sustainable, ecologically grown fabrics such as from Zara, H&M, Mango, and not spend a lot of money on it. I also wanted to suggest keeping your dress shirt looking crisp and clean by not throwing it into the wash. Trust me, I have made this mistake several times before. Always use a steamer to keep your dress shirts looking crisp and fresh, and I promise you they will brighten up any outfit. So if you are only in the budget for one dress shirt, I would go with something that is a classic, timeless shape, slightly oversized, slightly a little bit longer, so that you can really maximize its versatility. You can always tuck it in or cinch it in the waist if you need it to be a little bit more fitted. You can let it all out if you want it to be more of a laid back, looser vibe. You can really transform the look of one dress shirt if you have the right style. Now, if you do want to dress up your dress shirt a little bit, instead of going out and buying another dress shirt, you can just swap out the collar with one of these collar toppers. This is a nifty find that I discovered at H&M, and I'm pretty sure it was like $7 or $8. So much more affordable than going out and getting another dress shirt, and it completely transforms your dress shirt in under a minute. It's made out of the same material as a dress shirt, so it seamlessly blends in. You can also put it on top of a sweater if you wanted to add that trendy oversized collar look to a sweater. It's really an amazing find that's super affordable, and it's another versatile item that I think will really help you get the most out of your wardrobe. Another easy way to really transform an outfit and make it look a lot more expensive is literally just by taking a sweater and tying it over your shoulders. It sounds like such a simple thing, but I promise you it makes all the difference in the world. You just want to make sure that the sleeves are long enough to tie it properly, but it instantly lends any outfit a more preppy, sophisticated, chic vibe. I truly believe that accessorizing is such an important part of really elevating your look and getting the most out of your wardrobe. You can be wearing the same outfit and totally transform it depending on what accessories you wear. One of the accessories that I think really grounds a look and adds a very timeless, classic feel to it and really makes it look more expensive is a classic, timeless watch. The watch that I'm wearing today is by a brand from Copenhagen called Nordgreen, and I wanted to share it with you because they're honestly doing so many incredible things for the planet. So not only do they offer classic, chic, beautifully designed watches at an affordable price, but they're also giving back to our community in so many ways that I thought it was so important to raise awareness about this on my channel. So for those of you who've never heard of Nordgreen, it's a Danish watch brand that cares about people and the environment, and they ensure that all the steps from production to delivery to the customer are all sustainable. So the first thing that they make sure of is that the packaging is sustainable. It's made of upcycled plastic bottles and FSC certified cartons. They also make sure that all of their shipping is carbon neutral by partnering with carbon neutral partners, and they plant thousands of trees to offset the carbon emission generated by their office in Copenhagen. So those are the main reasons I decided to feature Nordgreen in this video. I honestly think that they're making such an incredible impact on the planet, and I decided to go for the Unica design because it's a classic, timeless piece that I will have in my wardrobe forever. It literally goes with everything. It also looks amazing when you pair it with mixed metals. It's a very simple dial with a 5-link chain, and I have the 28mm dial. They also have a slightly bigger one that comes in 32mm if you want more of an oversized boyfriend fit. And it's also a unisex style that I feel like it could be worn by both men and women. So if you guys are interested in checking out Nordgreen for yourself, I do have a 15% discount with them. I'll leave it across the screen here and also in my description box down below. Another element that I think instantly makes anything look a lot more expensive is almost any kind of personalization, specifically when it comes to jewelry. I love personalized jewelry, and the great thing is personalized jewelry doesn't cost a lot more than regular jewelry, especially if you know where to look for it. Etsy is a great place to find really affordable, beautiful, high quality personalized pieces. This necklace that I'm gonna show you in this B-roll here, I get asked about all the time, and it is an incredible find that I discovered on Etsy. I'm gonna link the seller in my description box. It's a personalized necklace with my husband's name and my daughter's name on it, and I get so many compliments on it every time I wear it. It was hands down my most worn piece of the summer, last summer, and I love it so, so much. Another example is this beautiful necklace from a brand called P.D. Paula. It just has my initial dangling from the chain, and this was another very affordable piece, very, very high quality. It has real gemstones in the initial, and I love it so, so much. Again, if you were interested in checking this brand out, I will link it down below as well. Faux fur is something that I love to use to add a lot of texture and juxtaposition to a look. It adds something unexpected to an outfit. I know that faux fur has had a bad rap over the years, and that's because back in the day, faux furs, they just looked really, really bad. And most of the time they were made from really cheap plastics. Nowadays, you can find super high quality faux furs that are made from recycled materials, and they look like the real thing. They just have that luxe factor, and they're super affordable. It's a great way to make your outfit look a lot more expensive than it actually is. So I'm gonna show you some examples of my personal favorite faux furs that I have been wearing on repeat. This beautiful pink faux fur jacket from Appareil. Appareil is more of an upscale brand, but I did pick this up from one of my local luxury consignment stores, so I saved a ton on it. I scored a super amazing deal, which was one of my tips in my previous Bro Girls video. Always try to shop pre-loved because you will be so surprised about what kind of things you'll be able to find when you shop on the pre-loved market, and you'll save so much money doing so. Another one of my favorite faux fur finds is this black oversized fur jacket from Mango. It was also pretty affordable considering the quality, and I love it so much. I always get so many compliments every time I wear it. So in my previous Bro Girl videos, I did mention that I am a strong believer that fragrance really adds to a whole look. I personally know how much better I feel when I know that I have a really luxe smelling fragrance on me. It gives you confidence, it really boosts your mood, and when you're feeling confident and your mood is boosted, you radiate that on the outside. So that's why I think fragrance is such an important part of dressing well when you're on a budget, especially when you're able to get your hands on super expensive fragrances for a lot less. So in my last video, I mentioned Oakcha. It is a brand that I accidentally discovered a couple of years ago that make these incredible fragrances that are inspired by the world's most coveted, most expensive fragrances. I recently did a video comparing my personal favorite fragrance of all time by Maison Francis Kurkdjian BR540 to Oakcha's interpretation. And the fragrances were so close that it really made me wonder why these luxury fragrances are so expensive. That's why I'm so excited to let you guys know that I have partnered up with Oakcha and I have curated my top 5 picks from their collection, my hands down all-time favorite fragrances from their current collection, and put them into a fragrance bundle for you guys to try it out and see for yourself how amazing their fragrances are. So in that bundle, it includes Suève and Oakcha, which are their interpretations of Baccarat Rouge 540 or BR 540, my personal favorite fragrance of all time. The difference between these two is that one is an eau de parfum and the other one is an extract of perfume. So you're gonna get both in this bundle. And then 3 of my other favorites that are also unisex, and I wanted to pick a range of fragrances that could really work both for men and for women. And there's a little bit of something for someone. So if you are a vanilla lover, there's a scent that has a hint of vanilla in there. If you're more of a citrus lover, there's a little bit of citrus in there. But all in all, I truly believe that this is a very well-balanced fragrance bundle. And the best part is you guys can get your hands on it for like even less than their individual bottles sell for retail. So their individual bottles sell for just under $40 a bottle, and you can get the entire bundle for $150. So you're gonna be saving $50 off of this bundle. And some of the original fragrances that are in this bundle retail for over $300 or $400. So you're really getting the deal of the century. So I'm gonna leave all of that information in my description box down below for you guys to enjoy. So another thing I used to do when I was younger, before I was able to afford the things that I can afford today, is take apart things and put things together when it came to my clothes specifically to really get the most wear out of something. So for example, I would buy a top and I would wear it a couple of times, and whenever I would get tired of it, I would kind of recycle it. I would cut it up, I would sew it together and make it something new. I would also do that with any packaging that I would receive. If I received gifts from somebody, or if I purchased something and it came beautifully wrapped with ribbon, I would take it apart and try to reuse or recycle those materials in another way. So one of the things that I used to do in my teens that I still use today is use ribbon in ways that you would never think to use ribbon. And you can literally use any kind of ribbon that you have. You can even purchase ribbon from a gift store and use it in the ways I'm going to show you in this video. But if you have ribbon from, for example, a gift that you received or from something that you purchased from a boutique that you want to reuse instead of just throwing it away, these next tips are going to be very helpful. So the first way that I love to use ribbon is tying a ribbon into your hair, such as the way that I'm going to show you. I feel adds a very chic and sophisticated vibe to an entire outfit. It really ties a look together and adds something unique to your outfit, and it doesn't cost anything extra. Another way I like to maximize maximize my ribbons is by tying it around my waist to make a makeshift belt. This is also a very unique and unexpected way to utilize materials that you already have at home without spending extra money on it. You can also use a ribbon to maximize your dress shirt that I mentioned in the beginning of this video by turning it into a tie neck blouse. All you have to do is just button up your dress shirt all the way up to the last button, tie the ribbon around your neck and tie it into a bow, flip the collar down, and you have another way to wear your dress shirt. So if you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you probably know that I am a huge fan of blazers and oversized coats. I live in Canada, so I live in coats most of the year. So I've learned a lot along the way about what to look for in coats and blazers specifically that make that specific piece look more expensive. So when you are looking for a timeless classic blazer or a timeless classic coat and you can only go with one of each, look for a blazer or a coat that has a wider lapel. You don't want to go too wide because it's going to look clownish and cartoonish, but you also don't want to go too narrow. The problem is with a narrow lapel, it looks cheap and it's a dead giveaway that you didn't spend a lot of money on that particular item. You can't find medium-sized lapels for less that look super chic and super expensive. I'm going to show you two examples from affordable brands that I really love, and I've had these pieces in my wardrobe for a long time, and it just goes to show you really don't have to spend a lot of money to find really high quality, expensive looking pieces. So first, this gray oversized wool blazer from Yonge. I love this brand. I recently discovered them last year and I've just been loving a lot of their pieces. They're super high quality and very affordable, and I know this is a piece that I will have forever because it's very classic, very timeless, and you can style it in 101 different ways. As you can see, when you compare it to this other blazer that I have that has a thin lapel, the one with the wider lapel looks a lot more expensive, a lot more luxe. An example of a coat that I own that has a wide lapel is this one from Topshop. Topshop is another high street brand. Again, I don't like pushing high street brands a lot, but this particular style of coat with the lapels and the print is so timeless and so classic. I've had it in my wardrobe already for 3 or 4 years, and I kid you not, I get asked about it every time I wear it. So sometimes I justify purchasing certain pieces from high street brands just based on wearability. So if it's something that I know I'll have in my wardrobe for years and years and I'll be able to get a lot of wear out of it, that's when I make the decision whether or not to go ahead with the purchase or not. So I know all too well when you are on a budget, it is very easy to kind of skip on things like makeup and skincare and all that stuff. And I personally believe that less is more when it comes to those two things. But one thing that I definitely think is worth investing a little bit more money on, not only for how it looks like cosmetically, but how it affects your overall health and well-being, and that's taking care of your teeth. So I have always been taught from a very young age how important it is to take care of your teeth. I brush my teeth twice a day, morning and night, doesn't matter how tired I am. Okay, there are a couple of times in the year that I just can't be bothered to brush my teeth before I go to sleep, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I have to say I'm very diligent about taking care of my oral hygiene. I also love my coffee, so I do have this catch-22 where I do suffer from a little bit of staining on my teeth. So when I feel like I need a little bit of a refresh or to brighten up my smile, I use these teeth whitening pods that I purchased on Sephora. I will show some B-roll of what they look like here and how you apply it. They're super easy to use. They're not as effective as something as, for example, Crest white strips, but after doing a lot of research, they are a lot safer and I don't get any gum sensitivity from them. So if you're like me and your gums are super sensitive to using something like Crest white strips and you're looking for something that's more safer to use long term, I definitely recommend checking these out and I'll link them down below for you. but I think having a bright white smile really makes you look like you put a lot of effort into your smile and really take care of yourself. So one of the biggest mistakes that I made growing up when I didn't have a lot of money to spend on clothes was buying a ton of pieces that I just liked but didn't really go together. And then you get into this vicious cycle of just buying more, and you always run into your closet and you have that problem of not having anything to wear. So one of the solutions to that problem that I discovered over the years is just buying pieces that are in a very neutral color palette. Stick with colors that you know you get the most wear out of, such as black and white, grays and beiges, and that way you can really get the most out of those pieces. They will mix and match well together, and you don't have to buy a lot to get a lot of different looks from your wardrobe. Another super easy way to instantly make any outfit look super chic and sophisticated is just to throw on a pair of CATEYE sunglasses. I've mentioned in my previous Broke Girls video that you don't have to spend a lot of money on CATEYE sunglasses or on sunglasses in general. There are a lot of different places that you can get sunglasses, such as Amazon. One of my personal favorites is Zero UV for under $20, $25, and they look amazing. They look designer, but there's something about a classic CATEYE shape that really adds a certain Parisian flair to an outfit that looks expensive yet laid back and understated. And I feel like that's the secret sauce of really looking more successful than you are, is that understated, sophisticated elegance. One of my favorite ways to add a luxe factor to any outfit, it could really be super simple, like a white button down and jeans, or a sweater and trousers. It's just to throw on a luxe looking hat. Now with hats and accessories in general, I personally like to spend a little bit more on those items because they're pieces that I rewear so many times, and I could really see a huge difference between the higher quality versions versus like the high street versions, and that's definitely true when it comes to hats as well. Personally, I'm okay with doing that because I feel like hats totally transform a look. My personal favorite brands where I get my hats from are Lack of Color and Ruslan Baginski. I feel like they make super high quality, beautiful hats, and many of them I've had for years. Another versatile piece that I think everyone needs in their wardrobe to really transform not only their outfit, but to really kind of tweak their outfit whichever way they please, is by having a versatile silk scarf. And you don't have to have a lot of these scarves. You can have just maybe one or two in different color variations. And there's truly so many different ways that you can use them. My personal favorite ways to wear a silk scarf is tied into the hair or tied around the neck. You can also tie a silk scarf around the wrist, tie it around a handbag. And as you can see, I'm using the same scarf in a multitude of different ways, and every way that I've shown you, it really kind of changes the outfit. This particular scarf that I'm showing you was actually hand-me-down from my grandmother. I have a lot of incredible pieces that my grandmother has handed down to me that I love and wear because my grandmother herself believed in investing in very simple, versatile pieces. So as you can see, some of these pieces are many years old, and they still look amazing, and they still really elevate a look. If you are looking for a versatile silk scarf that doesn't cost a lot of money, I'd recommend Lily Silk. I have worked with Lily Silk for many years, and I love all of their pieces, super high quality and very affordable. Another tip that I wanted to suggest when purchasing small accessories, whether they are leather or vegan leather, is to look for the CROC effect. Now, I'm not talking about real crocodile, I'm talking about leather or vegan leather that has that croc embossed look to it. For whatever reason, that texture adds a very luxe look to an outfit. So you can have a bag that just has a smooth texture versus a bag that has that crocodile embossment. And the one with the crocodile embossment looks so much more expensive than the smooth one, even though they can cost the same. Adding a little bit of plaid print is a great way to make whatever outfit you're wearing look a lot more expensive without necessarily spending a lot more on it. It's a very classic, timeless print that you will be able to have and enjoy for many, many years. And it's very versatile as well, especially in a very neutral color such as a gray or a camel. Another way to instantly make your outfit look more expensive is just to wear a handbag that has more of a structured shape to it. You can be wearing the exact same outfit, but pair it with a more slouchy kind of boho bag versus a structured bag. And your outfit with the structured bag is instantly going to look a lot more expensive. It looks more chic, it looks more put together, it looks more sophisticated. So this one is really a no-brainer for me. When you are on a budget and you are shopping for clothes, you want to read the labels and make sure that you are buying pieces that are made from either 100% or majority of the fabric is made of natural materials such as cotton or wool or bamboo. Usually if something has a very low percentage of synthetic fabrics in it, it's not only going to look high quality, but it's also going to stand the test of time. It usually washes a lot better, it usually wears a lot better. And like I mentioned, a lot of high street retailers such as Zara, such as H&M have come out with sustainable lines where you can easily find these pieces to accommodate your budget. One of my favorite ways to really elevate an outfit and make it look more expensive than it is to incorporate different textures into an outfit, such as tweed, different woven textures such as houndstooth. It really adds dimension to an outfit and it makes it look more expensive and less flat. Another thing that doesn't cost any extra money is to look for pieces that have classic silhouettes. This is a no-brainer. It's super easy to implement when you have a small budget, when you are looking for classic silhouettes such as straight leg jeans or turtlenecks or trench coats that are timeless classic pieces that will never go out of style. They're also very versatile, very wearable. You can mix and match them with different items in your wardrobe. One of my biggest tips when you are on a budget is to steer away from the trends as much as possible. When you invest in high quality, timeless, classic pieces and you really take the time to curate your wardrobe and have a cohesive capsule wardrobe where almost everything and anything in your closet can go together, that's when you can really maximize your closet and get the most out of your budget, whatever it may be. Okay guys, so that wraps up today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any broke girl secrets that you want to share with me or my community. Leave them for me in the comments below. I'm going to be reading them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. You can also follow me over on Instagram. I share a lot of other fashion inspiration over on there, and I always love interacting with you on my socials. And with that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.